you've played the Pumas quite a bit in your career, Sam. Did anything surprise you about the way they came out and last night and the Pumas team that you faced yesterday compared to sides you faced in the past?
Yeah, I've played against them a number of times, and they're always a very challenging side to play. They play with that, that passion and energy, and we saw that last night. As I've experienced every time I've got out there against them, and I thought I was in a pretty good spot, prepared for that. And as Fozzie said, we weren't happy with our performance, so we've got to make sure that we get an opportunity in 2 weekends time to go out there and have a go. So we've got to make sure that we're aware of that, but we can't just focus on that one thing.
Just lastly from me, Fozzie, how important is the bye week? You mentioned that fatigue, and I'm sure you probably love the chance to be able to bounce back and make up that loss straight away. But just how important is that bye week and managing the players' loads? And as you say, it's been a pretty jam-packed schedule.
Oh, look, it's going to be as good as we use it, isn't it? It's look, there's a whole lot of cards that have been dealt to all the teams and the 5 tests in 6 weeks is something that we knew. So, like I said, there's no excuse. We made changes last week and in order to deal with some of that. So, we've had our strategy and we're sticking to those, because reality is, whilst we're incredibly disappointed with the loss, we still got a job to do, and we've got a chance to, whilst there's a, notice I didn't really use the word buy so much. It was more we haven't got a game at the end of the week, and we've got some work to do. And so how we switch on and switch off at this time, I know we've got a lot of, players have been away. They're not used to their normal support base around them in terms of families and all that sort of stuff. But we've got to make sure that this group works hard in the next week, so that when we actually start our prep for RG for that last week, is that we're ready to go and excited. And so there'll be a lot of training going, a few meetings, but also some time for them to switch off.
Ian, invariably over the years I've seen the All Blacks respond from defeats, with a real fury the following week. Can you sort of put your finger on why that wasn't evident to the same degree? If you look back to Eden Park following the draw and various other examples over the year, you maybe didn't get to that same level?
Yeah, look, I think, Liam, we're going to obviously work through that and puzzle over that a little bit ourselves. It's interesting that when you look at a game of rugby, it's easy to respond physically, and you actually want something more. And like I said, this is a proud group that was pretty determined to respond. And I thought physically early that we actually did some good stuff. But I think that when you don't take and don't see some opportunities that are given against a good team and you don't take them, and then sometimes it can narrow your game down. And I just feel at the moment that we've got to get a lot more clinical in taking the opportunities, and that forces the defence to then change and adapt. And at the moment we allowed Argentina to do what they do well, which is to come forward and target a key ball carrier, and we didn't change that point of contact enough. So, that part of that's a bit of a growth for this team and it's something that we're learning about, where we would have liked to have improved a little bit quicker, and we haven't. But we've got 12 days or whatever it is to next Saturday, and we've got to use that time smartly, and we've got to make sure that we go and respond to an Argentinian performance with a performance that we are proud of.